I saw Lance Armstrong came out in support of keeping trans women out of women's sporting
Hear,
events.
hear.
I completely agree. When I read the quote tweets on his tweet about it, you would have thought that he was a Klansman and that he was, had just written a short paragraph about the inferiority of all other races. Like this, to me, it was such a banal statement, such a basic acknowledgement of how the average American feels about trans women and women's sports, and people were treating him like he was Adolf Hitler. It was mind blowing to me.
I am not a Trump fan at all.
Same.
But when he said what he said about one of his promises was to keep trans men out of women's sports, I said, all right, I like this for that. Listen, man, love is love. People should have the right to be who they want to be and be comfortable in whatever skin or facet they want to be in. But I think that there are certain things like that is absurd. You're going to break records and, because you decided you want to be in another skin or another, you want to approach, you want to be whoever you want to be in a different way, that's fine. But to somehow, I don't know, discredit women and to do that, I just think it's crazy.
Is there any small part of you that wants to have sex with a trans woman?
No, and I'll say it 50 more times.
You get asked this
clear.
a lot?
No.
I thought I was going to be the first one asking you
I
this.
wouldn't want to do that no more than I would want another dude, my woman.
Well, luckily that's not an option.
Never.
You have a woman?
Yes.
Of how many years?
12, maybe 12.
12 years.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's going.
It's going.
It's going.
It's a rocky boat?
At times, but what relationship isn't?
Well,
I don't think there's a such thing as perfection.
I let
as
this
far
big
as
ass
that goes.
I let this big ass dude fuck my wife.
Because you white dude,
y'all got sailing ever since.
I'm telling you, dude, y'all got a funny gene, man. Like y'all like I like this show Ridiculousness on MTV.
I love that you just told me that you like the most normie fucking show that it's like the only show on MTV.
But my point is, you gonna see 99.9% of the shit you see on there is shit white boys do.
Right.
Black people don't do some of the shit y'all do. They had one episode where they showed 4 different clips of dudes just taking a shit in public. Like one dude was in his driveway, he scored a layup, and his reward was to go in the camera, pull his pants down, and shit on his driveway. Niggas don't do doo-doo.
Well, I used to live right near Skid Row.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of black
Homeless.
men shitting outdoors.
Homeless.
They were homeless.
Homeless. That's
Mostly.
different.
Yeah.
If
You're
no
right.
black man shits on the sidewalk if he has a choice.
Why do you like you have to go all the way back to like the Jackass era in order to find white people who are really doing this with any sort of regularity?
Y'all still do this today.
We do?
Yes, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild, man. That's because y'all never had boundaries. From slavery to black parenting. Black people are used to being told no, you can't. We stay within boundaries. White people, y'all don't get told no. The idea of being told no to y'all is insane.
Oh, I've been
Y'all
told
do
no.
it. Nah, come on. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. And the idea of being told no offends you.
Within reason.
Most of the people upset about having to wear masks weren't black.
Black people were not wearing masks. Black people were not fucking with that
Come
shit.
on, man. When it was, we're not talking about the fucking vaccine. That's different. We're talking about when it was mandatory. You couldn't fly. You couldn't go into public places. It was mandatory. It was law.
When shit was locked down, all the black people that I knew were still going to these fucking underground nightclubs and shit. Not all of them, but the only people I knew who were going to these underground nightclubs and shit were black people.
What word is associated with underground? Illegal.
Illegal.
Niggas
Well, because you couldn't throw a real
We
club
do
night back
illegal
then.
shit like y'all do wild shit.
To what do you attribute
let me
this?
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Have I seen black women do this? Yes. But for every one black woman that does it, 99%, 9% of the time it's white women. White women love to walk on the concrete with their bare feet and get the bottoms of their feet dirty after the clubs. I've seen black women do it. But listen, white tigers exist.
Right.
So there's exceptions to the rule, but that's not the rule.
Do you think that that's inappropriate for women to do that?
That's one of my pet peeves. I don't give a fuck how fine you are. You could be Rihanna, Beyonce. You're not climbing into my Cadillac truck that's always clean and fresh with the bottoms of your feet dirty.
Can I tell you something? Every girl in porn at some point learns the important lesson, which is that you better clean your fucking feet, because at some point, every hot girl is going to take a photo without realizing their feet are dirty from walking around the house barefoot, and they're going to get called out for it by the people.
But 25 different semens on her face is great.
No, that's cool, yeah. You know, I wanted to tell you this. I did my first orgy the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You and how many girls?
It was me, 3 other dudes, and then I think like 6 girls.
Something else I couldn't do.
You couldn't do that.
Listen, I don't do buddy cop movies.
You want to see a
my
screenshot from it?
dick-
What do you think of that?
Oh, that's just, Jesus.
A lot of people think it's kind of gay that I'm like making eye contact with the one black
It
dude.
absolutely is.
What do you think of that?
Dude, I don't do buddy cop movies. My dick is the only star in the movie.
You couldn't do that.
One cop, that's it.
There were some weird things about it when I actually was doing it.
Yeah, I just, I don't want to be in a room with other meat.
It's kind of weird when you like sit your ass down on the couch to fuck, and then there's a bit of sweat and like fluid that's kind of already on the couch.
Oof.
Kind of takes away from the whole.
Yeah, I'm real.
Whatever I'm trying to achieve there.
I'm real personal and private with intimacy.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're not one of these comics getting road ass?
Road ass?
Yeah.
Like groupies and shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Once upon a time.
It doesn't appeal to you anymore? Or are you just
I'm
you're locked
now.
down in a relationship?
I'm older now, man. That too, but I'm older now. I sometimes a thrill for me is knowing that when the show is over, I know the late night spot to go and get a cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Rather than,
But see,
some ass.
But think about that. Think about how much you've lost. You can't go fuck groupies anymore, and you can't eat a cheeseburger.
Well, I can do whatever I want.
Right, but you're going to suffer. Your doctor's going to be upset.
Moderation.
Yeah. But late night cheeseburger is probably not what they're going to suggest.